Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds, by birth also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Hello, hello, and hello. What's going on, family? What is going on? Hello, Alicia. Hello, Brother Tajir. Hello. It's good to see y'all. I'm not going to be long, but I'm going to be here strong, okay? Honestly. I definitely want to talk about what dispensation of time we're in. This is something that God really put on my heart to speak about. Just for the simple fact that there are a lot of people that are being negatively impacted and they freaking out. And I kid y'all not, it is not the time to panic and it is not the time to freak out. If you think what we're dealing with right now is something, just wait for it. This is the beginning, and I want to remind y'all that this is the beginning of birthing pains. We're just getting started, okay? We don't panic, we pivot. Type that in the chat. You got to let yourself know that, because if you turn on the news, if you go on social media, if you scrolling on Google, it really does not matter. I mean, it's everywhere, literally. There's a lot of things going on. And the only reason why I come by here and even talk about any of the things that are going on, because I really can care less about their agenda. We just watch what they're doing so we know how to move. If you look at life like this as a game of chess and not checkers, you'll always be on the winning side. Okay, you need to learn how to pivot, make your next move your best move. God did not give us a spirit of fear. He gave us love, power, and a sound mind. Okay, that is a mind free from worry. That is a mind free from anxiety. That is a mind free from stress, from depression. That is a whole mind. Okay, and so I want to talk about that because this has really been on my spirit heavily. I've been seeking God, like, what is going on? We have all these people. I mean, seriously, y'all. And I do want to open up in prayer. I do want to open up in prayer. I want to pray over y'all. Seriously. Because I have been seeking God. What is it that is hindering people? Even, when we're trying to make moves right now, the enemy is moving a different way, right? He's moving his piece or his man on the board game, and then we're moving, but we're not moving strategically, literally. And that is dangerous, because if you look around, ain't nobody got your back. Nobody got your back. I'm talking about these systems. I'm talking about this government. I'm talking about this workforce. I'm talking about nobody. Your landlord, your jobs. They can care less. It really is a business. Okay, this country is a business. You can't go to them and say, you know what, I'm not working right now. Could you leave my lights on? You can't go to them and do that. It's a system. They don't care. Okay, you still got to pay them. You can't go to the people who finance your vehicle and say, you know what, life is lifing right now, and I can't pay my bills right now. Okay, can you give me about 6 months to get back on my feet? Ain't no way in the world they're gonna even do it. They're gonna consider it. You can't tell the phone company, can you keep my phone on? I'm in between a breakthrough, I haven't been to work. They laid me off, and I'm trying to figure out and get another job. Okay, they're not even hiring out here. They're not even hiring. What they're hiring for, people don't qualify because they don't have the skill set. They don't have a clue. It is ugly. It's nasty. And it's grievous to my soul to see this many people. I'm like, God, he like, You calling on me, asking me to do what I have already done. I have already given my people everything that they need. If I did not, I would not have put them in the earth as rulers. If I didn't equip them and give them everything that they needed, I wouldn't have let them govern the earth. I would have let the angels do it. I would have let any other creation do it. Okay? I gave it to man, human being, to govern. And there's too many people living beneath that. And God don't want us going down. We gonna go down because we ain't following principles. We trying to do it our way. We trying to do it the American way, the world's way, baby. And we about to be wrecked. You hear me? That's how you get wrecked. When you go and you purchase a new gadget, a new toy, something that you need, when we go and purchase, it comes with a manuscript. It tells you exactly how to connect it, how to operate it. It tells you the hazards of it. It tells you everything you need to know. Why? So you can operate it properly, without injury, without accident, without anything. It's written there so that you know exactly how to operate it properly. We don't know nothing about life. So we got to always stay tapped in with the manufacturer, the one who created us, the one who gave us life. How do we move through this? How do we get around this? How do we get through this? How do we get over this? Because you're not going to have us ignorant. Your words say you will not let us be ignorant to what the devil is doing. He not gonna let us be ignorant, but if we don't go in and we don't seek, we don't read, we don't try to get the instruction, the blueprint, we spinning the block trying to figure it out, and we wearing ourselves out. And not only are we wearing ourselves out, we are in a very critical state. We're in a very critical state, man. When I tell you, I am literally watching them cipher this. I got to share this right here, okay? I'm going to try to calm down and stick to the script because I came with a script today, so I'll be short, sweet, straight to the beat, okay? I don't have hours to invest trying to get my people, my brethren, to wake up and see. I don't have that type of time, but I do want to share this. I think this was the most disrespectfulest thing that I have heard so far coming from out of the government. Okay. Today, y'all can go look it up on your own. Lindsey Graham, he said, we going to rush these weapons to Ukraine. We going to fast track these weapons to Ukraine because we tired of Putin, right? And then he had the audacity. I mean, it's not a surprise, but for you to just blatantly come out and say, yeah, we're going to fast track these. We're not just shipping these weapons that cost billions of dollars to Ukraine. but we're shipping them accelerated, okay? That costs more money. Whenever we want something delivered next day or same day, it costs a little bit more, right? Unless you're on Amazon and you got Prime, but you're still paying for it. So we got to fast track these weapons over there. And yes, the American taxpayers will fund the bill. I said, what? Not that we don't know that we funding this war anyway, okay? It's just so crazy that you will take from us to help somebody else out in a war that's been literally going on for almost 4 years, that don't have no end in sight. We don't mind helping people, but this ain't going nowhere. You literally robbing us. You want to know why it's real hard? All of the migrants, and it's not just Mexican migrants, it's Haitian migrants, it's Asian migrants, Chinese migrants, Russian migrants, Iranian migrants, all the migrants, all 12 million of them that came into this country to take the resources. California right now say they got emergency funds for the migrants that's been affected by the ICE raids. What about the people on Skid Row? What about the working people that build your city and make your city? You know what I'm saying? And funnel money into this city. What about them people that cannot pay their bills, that cannot eat? What about them people? That is the most disrespect. What are we going to do? My heart cries. My heart cries. What are we going to do, God? What are we going to do? I know you ain't going to let us go out bad like this. You God all by yourself. I don't even serve that type of God. That you just going to let the devil do too much and harm lots of your people. He like, wait, hold up, pump your brakes. I gave my people the power to get wealth. I told my people that the wealth that the wicked is storing up is laid up for them. I told my people to invest in 7, 8 streams of income. Now, I told my people from times past to now, I have always transferred wealth from the wicked to the righteous. I transferred the wealth of Egypt to Israel. I transferred the wealth of Laman to Jacob. To heck, I transferred the wealth of Haman to Esther. What? I transferred the wealth of Pharaoh to Joseph. What you talking about? I said, okay, best. So let me get to this right here, okay? Because this is where we're going, but I want to pray first. Because this is the biggest problem. We hear what God wants us to do, yet we won't do it. If we do it, we won't do it wholeheartedly. If he tell us to do it, we won't trust him enough. We won't trust him enough to or believe in ourselves enough that he gonna do it through us. God does not give wealth to you. God does not give wealth to you. He gives you the power to get wealth. Wealth does not come to you. Wealth comes through you. Hello, somebody. Type that in the chat. God don't give you wealth. He give you the power to get it, the strength, the idea, the ability. So you saying, I can't do it, I don't know how to do it. You're telling God what you created. Hey, whatever you said that I could have is not enough. And what you created, I can't do what you said that I could do. And now is not the time to be doing that. Okay? So I'm going to stick to the script right here. I'm going to go over at least maybe 7 different wealth transfers. I just mentioned 4 or 5. Okay? Egypt to Israel. From slavery to ownership. That's what God, the God that we serve, the God of yesterday, today, and forevermore. That God, okay? He transformed a whole nation from slavery to ownership. He told his children, go get the wealth, the gold, the silver, and the raiment from the very people who put you into captivity, the Egyptians. Go to each one of them, okay? For their silver, their gold, and their clothing, and they gave it to them willingly. That was called a wealth transfer. All of the wealth that y'all accumulated off our backs, off our hard labor, when we told you the labor was too hard, you doubled the labor, and God made you give it all back in one day. One day. You know what God is saying to us right now? Go into the secret places where they have hidden riches that I let them store up for you and take back territory. Why? Why do we have to take back territory? Because you got to establish my kingdom. I'm going to use you. I'm going to use you. I'm going to use you to spare my people. I'm going to use you to provide provision for my people. I'm going to use you to provide protection and shelter for my people. I'm going to use you. I'm going to give you the ability to go get it. I'm going to give you the insight. I'm going to give you the secret places they have hidden it. I'm going to give you the power to get it, the strength, the ability, the education, the expertise, the skill set. I'm going to use you. Because I'm illegal to come down and do it. And you my representative in the earth. Too many of God's children is walking around here struggling. You are an heir. You are an ambassador. And heirs and ambassadors do not struggle. Name me one struggling ambassador. Name me one struggling heir to a kingdom. Name me one. Name me one struggling heir. Name me one struggling ambassador that comes to represent his country in another country. We are not of this world. We are in this world. We from a different kingdom. And the kingdoms of this world, meaning there is a kingdom, a worldly kingdom. We are experiencing this right now. We're being attacked by a system because we have not a system in place to attack back the system that's trying to attack us. Catch that with 2 hands. How are we holy and broken bound? How? How are we a royal priesthood, a chosen generation, a set apart nation? How are we all of these things? And we cannot do one thing that God asked us to do. More devils own land than believers. Ain't that something? More devils with evil intentions to harm God's people own more land than God's people. We already outnumbered. Just on that note, we already outnumbered. They bought land to build cities, all AI technology cities. They bought land to do that. To grow food, to be over our produce, be near our military bases. Hundreds of acres of land with evil intentions against mankind. against mankind, against humanity. You can clearly see the enemy at work. He is sweating hell, fire, trying to alter, desensitize us to all of the violence that is going on. You now seeing people die in boatloads, okay? 20 shot in Chicago, 5 dead. Baltimore, 25 overdose, 5 in critical condition. Okay, you go to a funeral, mother killed, mother and dad and brother and sister unalived, burying the other son. Satan is on a rampage. And the only way he can get folks is through a spirit and a system called poverty. Why is the crime rate so high? Because people are poor and they don't have enough. Therefore, they feel like they got to go get involved in crime to make more, whether that's selling drugs, whether that's robbing somebody, getting into a gang where they can actually go bully and hijack and extort, all of those things. That's where violence come from. If we all had our fair share of what we needed for today, everybody, imagine this, a world where we all had what we needed for today. And then tomorrow it take care of it. There would be no violence. There would be no violence, or there will be a small percentage of it. Okay? Just think about all the people that's homeless. If we all had what we needed, if we were able to live on this land and not have to pay taxes and rent and all of this stuff, okay, to live on the earth that God created for us all and not for some, then just imagine. There wouldn't be no homelessness. It's a system that have been in operation for a very long time, and its number one goal is to take you down, period, okay? With that being said, I'm going to cover a couple other, the Canaanites to the Israelites, Joshua. What happened in the promised land? There was a transfer of what? Inherited lands, homes, vineyards they didn't plant, homes they didn't build, okay? So Egypt, the wealth transfer was silver, gold, and clothes, the currency of the time. Okay, the promised land with Joshua and the Canaanites, it was land transfer. It was vineyards. It was fields. Okay, produce. Laban's wealth to Jacob. Jacob had worked for 14 years. Laban tried to trick him and be deceitful and all of that. But Jacob left richer through what? Through cattle, through things that reproduce. That's just the God that we serve. It's the God of multiplication. God's system. Hear me clearly. And if you understand me, put it in chat that you understand. God's system. His economic system is not like this world's system. Okay? This world mimics God's system. God said, he told us what his currency is, for one. Gold and silver is mine. Why did he give Noah gold and silver, Jacob gold and silver, David gold and silver, Solomon gold and silver? Why was that what made Abraham gold and silver? Why was it that made them filthy rich? And why were they filthy rich? They had a purpose and a calling. What was that? To build and establish something for his people. Am I lying? If you read the word, you know everything that I'm saying is the truth. Abraham was fully loaded for what? For the people. for the handmaidens, for the cattle, for the men who worked the cattle and the oxen, for the children, the grandchildren that they had. They were rich and was able to take care of one another, okay? David, the kingdom, Joseph, Israel, his brethren that sold him into, especially for you all that say, I'm not doing nothing for nobody in my family because they have just mistreated me. So what? They mistreated Joseph. Try to sell him, okay? That failed. He go work up under somebody in a foreign land. The wife lie on him. He goes to jail. He in there serving in prison, helping other people out, and them people forget about him way after they didn't got out, okay? So we can find ourselves somewhere in the text, in the scripture. We can definitely do that. What has happened to us is not we're not the first one, and we sure ain't gonna be the last, but we're the chosen ones for it to have happened to, so that God can do exactly what he needs to do to save them through you. The power to get wealth, it's not money. Money is money. Is money included in wealth? Yes, because it's a part of abundance. But wealth is not money. Wealth is peace. How many of y'all need some peace? Just raise your hand in the chat if you need some peace from paying bills. How many of y'all need some peace from just paying bills, honestly? How many of y'all just want some peace from not having to figure it out? How many of y'all want some peace from not having the bill collectors and the debt collectors calling you on your back about what you owe? How many of y'all want some peace from those things? Raise your hand in the chat. We talked about Pharaoh's nation and Joseph. Joseph, the transference that Joseph received, because God gave him a plan. God told Joseph, go buy up all the wheat, right? If God told Joseph, go buy up all the wheat, that was money he had to spend. And baby, it wasn't no little bit of no money to be able to go buy all of the wheat. Especially for those who be like, no, I ain't got no money to do that, to invest into that. And I ain't got no money. Why I got to keep investing, especially to you. If Joseph had said, I'm not investing to go buy up all the wheat and using my money to go buy up all the wheat, he would never have gotten land. He would never have gotten control over the land, over the food, over the livestock, over the houses. What he gave up was not even in comparison to what he received back. God told him to go buy up all the wheat because when the famine hit and they got hungry, he would be the only person that they can come to and buy wheat from. And guess what? When they ran out of money, they had houses. And when they ran and sold their houses, they had cattle and oxen. And when they sold that, then they had themselves to sell. Oh, it was real, okay? Wealth is more than money, just so you know. Wealth is more than money. How many of y'all need some help? Because wealth also requires a force of people. We call it in modern day terminology a team. How far could you go if you had a team? Somebody that could cook and prepare the meals for you. Somebody that could run the errands, make sure the emails was the good, make sure the kids is dropped off at school, make sure that, hey, you're on time for your appointments, scheduling, making sure your house is clean. How many of y'all, it was only 2 people from the first set of question. So everybody else is watching me. You got peace. What is you watching me for? Okay, this is not hype. We straight into warfare. Please don't come over here. Y'all already know how I get amped up. I'm not afraid to tell you. This is no entertainment over here. Nobody's here to entertain you. Nobody's here to sell you a dream. You can find plenty of people on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and everywhere else that's doing that. This ain't that type of party. It's a warfare over here. There is millions of lives and souls, and your family members' lives and souls is included in that, playing with this demonic beast system that is being implemented right in front of our faces while we are sitting around idly worrying about who P. Diddy dubbed up and pumped up in the butt. We are too worried and focused on the wrong things. Don't come over here watching me. I don't need your likes and your views. I don't need that. Period, point blank. That's real. Go watch them fake preachers. Go watch them content creators who just pumping out content for you to consume. This the wrong live for you to be on if you think it's any type of games or entertainment being played over here. It is absolutely not. It is war. Period. And there are a lot of souls at stake, children included, and the elderly that are defenseless and cannot even defend themselves. And we over here playing games. Get up off my live with that bull crap. Straight up. I don't need you watching me. And if you monitoring me, Satan the Lord rebukes you. How about that? May your eyes be blinded so you can't see. And may your ears be stopped so you cannot hear. Okay? Especially if you're on assignment by the enemy. Please, y'all, don't come over here playing them type of games. Because this ain't that type of party. Never will be, never have been. Straight up. Okay? I'm here on an assignment. I'm not here to pump you up, prime you. I'm here to set you free. It's real. I take warfare for this. So please don't come in my space playing. We're not playing games because they're not playing games with you out there either. Just so we clear. The spoils of war to David and Samuel. We can talk about a lot of wealth transfers. Jehoshaphat, okay? When the enemies came to tear them down and God made them turn on themselves and then told Jehoshaphat and them, y'all go pick up everything they left. Pick up their armor, pick up their weapons, pick up their gold, pick up their cattle, their horses, their camels, pick it all up, recover it all. So did David. David did the same thing. So what I'm saying this for is to say God is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. Guess what? Guess what he's telling us? If he told his people then, he talking to us the same way. Right here, right now. Same exact way. Where is the people that will rise up and do what I say to do, no matter if they understand it or not? That they will trust me to do it through them. Because I need your hands. I need your feet. I need your brain. I need your body. I need your obedience. I need your heart. I need you to move. And I need you to get busy. And I need you to do it in haste. God is sovereign. Just know that. Especially for the people that think he's going to wait on us all day. He not, because God is sovereign. When the enemy was roaming to and fro, and God said, where you come from? He said, oh, I'm just roaming the earth to and fro, looking for who I can tear up. God was like, oh, okay, well, have you considered Job? He's a righteous man. He was like, yeah, I've considered him, but you got a hedge around him, so I can't touch him the way that I would like to touch him. Don't think the devil ain't out here running rampant. accelerated rapid evil agendas. You can't convince me otherwise that all them 100 plus, maybe 120 something plus people that was just washed away in a flood, that happened naturally. I live in Texas. If it was that type of torrential rains, we would have got some down here too. Okay. If that's the way God was really getting down and doing it, that's what I'm going to say, because I ain't afraid to say it. I'm not going to never shut up. There ain't no human being or no demon that's going to make me shut up. When it's my time to lay down and God has decided my time, that's when I'll shut up. But even in my death, I'll still be speaking. I got books in the earth, okay? I got legacy. I'll still be talking. I'll still be speaking truth. I'll still be from generations that I have imparted into it. The movement will still be moving, period. Things are happening at an accelerated rate. A lot of these politics have played the masses of people. Played them. I don't care if you like Donald Trump. He's a politrick. I don't care if you like Kamala Harris. She's a politrick. They all sit at the same table, work for the same people, and want us to be in a state of mind where we think that we need them. And we don't. It's so crazy to see that there are people who think we need them, when in actuality, they need us. That's why every 4 years during election time, they come out and be begging you and telling you how bad they need you. And you don't have eyes to wake up and see, man, these people are trying to play me. We don't hear from y'all all year for all these 3 years. And then, 6 months before we get ready to make it to that 4th year, maybe even 12 months, y'all want to come out and act like y'all fighting for us. Y'all want to act like y'all passing legislation. You lying demons. You spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what you doing. You're lying. Then you come back and say, yeah, I know I campaigned on that, but this is what it is right now. This country is going down. And I'm going to tell you right now, it is by the doing of the Lord. This country is guilty, and I don't care about saying it. I don't care how much you love America. I love it too. I bless God all the time that I was able to live here in this country. But the truth is the truth. This country is going down. I just showed y'all the other day that now they are announcing that the dollar is dying. I got receipts. Trust me, I got lots of them. But if I start going through receipts, that'll make me be here for hours, and I don't have that type of time. But I got receipts. You can go look this up. Keywords, put it in Google. Wells Fargo is now warning its customers that the dollar is dying. Go look that up. You go find it. Fact check me on anything. I'll pay you to fact check me. Wells Fargo is now telling its customers, because of the decline of the dollar is dying, and we're going to have to implement digital dollars. Wonder what the hell that is. More like universal basic income, where they just approved $3 billion for universal basic income. Everybody just get a little stipend every month, no strings attached. Okay, especially for the poor and needy, underprivileged. We'll give y'all about $500 to $1,500, depending on your household size. Bananas. I'm here to tell you, you can make that in 5 minutes. You literally can. 5 minutes. Let me read this. Let me go through this real quick. Okay. So, excuse me. This is a call to arms, period, point blank. That's what this is. It's a call to arms. It's a call to a spiritual jailbreak. It's a call to say poverty is not going to take me out like that. I'm not going to be the one. I'm going to be the one in my family that says the buck stops right here, right now. Okay. It is a call to war. You're going to need resources to build. You're going to need resources to build. We're supposed to have storehouses. Why we ain't got no storehouses? Because we don't have no money. All we have enough money for is to pay bills. Ain't that something? Sounds like slavery to me. They'll give you money to just pay them back. Ain't no extra money for you to go build anything. People cannot even afford to invest $27.97, $497, $1,000 into themselves. Been working for years. That's terrible. No, this ain't no live. This is a war cry. This is a war, and how you move is going to determine what side of the war you're going to be on, straight up. This is a kingdom wealth transfer alert. Don't miss what God is saying. Get out of your slumber. Get out of your sleep. Get out of your stupor. Get out of your ignorance. Get out of your apathy. Get out of your busyness. Some people are like, well, that don't apply to me. You know, I'll just be grinding it out, minding my business. Well, if the devil can't make you bad, he'll make you busy. You still out of order. If you ain't building what God calls you to build, I'm telling y'all right now, people that ain't on the Lord's side about to fool around and find out, straight up. And there ain't nothing we can do. There ain't nothing we can do, because when you start trying to pray in opposition to God, you bring on another level of warfare on yourself that you ain't ready for. Okay? When God say that this is what's going to happen and it's settled, you best to mind your own business. Ask God to give you grace, cover yourself. That's what hour we in right now. Okay? Father, cover me. Give me the grace to cover those that are assigned to me. Let me reach them fast, accelerate it. Let me build something and create something where I can attract the people that is assigned to me, Father God, so that I do not miss what you have called me to do. Okay? The beast system is tightening its grip. Banks is locking up your funds. Y'all can go fact check all of this. Inflation is choking families. Real talk. Okay? People are now leaving their apartments and their houses and moving back in with their parents. Not only that, there is a great abundance of families living out of hotels. Trust me, I got video receipts. I'm gathering them for something that I'm working on that I want to show the world. Straight up. What's really been going on so you can see it. When you in it, you can't really pay attention to it. But when you can sit back and look at it, it's like, oh, okay. There's a lot of families living out of hotels right now. A lot of workers. A lot of people that have 9 to 5s that are living out of hotels. A lot of people living out of hotels going to go do Uber and Lyft just to pay the hotel fee every day. It's bad in real life. Stuff I ain't never seen before. AI stealing all the jobs. Yeah, we won't get in and get us some. Okay? I don't want to do AI. I don't want to learn about AI. You won't even get in and get you none. It's the fastest way for you. Everything that you have lacked all of your life, now is an opportunity to get all of that back. And you missing the moment. Terrible. I know there was days I cried about my poverty. I hate poverty. I hate it. Literally. That's an evil demonic spirit from the pits of hell where you would choke up people and families and generations and stop them from fulfilling what God has called them. See, when God put us on the earth, he gave us relationship. Adam introduced turmoil and toil, not God. Adam exchanged abundance for toil, not God. And the second Adam came back to say, wait a minute, what you forfeited in the beginning, I'm coming to give it back to you. I'm coming to give you the keys to the kingdoms that I took back from the enemy. Remember, the enemy took Christ on the highest pinnacle and said, look down, all of these kingdoms belong to me. You do know they was handed over to me, right? He like, yeah, I know. But why would I bow down to you for these kingdoms and I'm finna whoop your butt and take them back? Then he turned around and gave us the keys to the kingdom. And we locked out like we beggars. The devil is a liar. Like our God just poured. Like our God is just finna have all his people perish. What? Why do God have us here if that's the case? The government is issuing warnings instead of solutions. Now, the government is disrupting. They are tearing down. Ain't no solutions. When I seen that people that is on Medicaid and food stamps, this right here blew me back. And trust me, when I come back here again, I got these receipts for y'all. Everything that I say, I can let you see. When I seen that they said people now receiving Medicaid and food stamps will be the people that replace the migrants who've been deported. They used to do the field work. They used to do the packaging, the warehouse work. They said people on food stamps and Medicaid. And this is coming from the U.S. U.S. agriculture, the big chief dude up in the White House saying, look, because it's a big panic, like y'all done deported all of our help. How we gonna get this food out? How we gonna get this stuff processed, packaged up? How we gonna get it picked up? So now Donald Trump and them, they are speeding up, visas, people that came in the right way and had visas waiting for years to get approved. They speeding that up. But in the meantime, to offset the deficit, they said, no, people on Medicaid and food stamps will go out to the fields and to the packaging plants, and they will do it because they have to work 80 hours a month to receive benefits anyway. Why would you do that to yourself? For a little bit of assistance, for a little bit of minimum wage. What? Yeah, they ain't offering those solutions. They out here executive ordering what it's going to be, and that's what it's going to be. Okay? God is saying enough. How much do y'all need to see before y'all wake up? Huh? How much? How much more do you need to see? How many more warnings and red flags and sirens and watchmen? How many more do you need before you wake up, beloveds? The wealth of the wicked has been stacking for a very long time. These slick devils, they said, look, we got a plan right here. We're going to allow this little thing to come in here, and it's going to impact a lot of people. And we're going to shut their businesses and stuff down. And then we're going to force everybody online. But guess what? Only the boss hogs behind the scenes that got the platforms. Only they going to win because ain't nobody else got no platforms. They ain't got no apps. They don't own no social media sites, none of that. So we going to go ahead and get all this wealth. That's what we do. Everybody got to quarantine and sit down anyway. Yeah, now they can just consume all of our stuff. and just sit on YouTube all day, sit on Instagram all day, make us all this money. Okay? If they paying content creators out here $15,000 a month, you better believe they didn't make $15 million. Still minimum wage. But you know why the reason they're able to do that? Because we don't own no platforms. We don't own nothing. Yet and still, this is what pisses me off. I'm not even gonna cap. This pisses me off. This grinds my gears. Because I'm the type of person to look at it like this. Look, you use us on your perm boxes and we don't own no perms. We don't own no chemicals. We don't even know how to make a perm, but you use our faces and our hairdos and stuff on your perm boxes. You use us in your restaurants to make this good food where you have all these people coming in. You pay me minimum wage, but you using me and my skills and my time to make you all this money to bless your family. And you paying me minimum wage. You use us to package y'all stuff in the warehouses. You use us to delivery drive the stuff to make sure it get to people. You making billions of dollars and I'm making minimum wage. Then I turn around and give the minimum wage that I'm making back to big business. All of this is a scam. All of it is a scam. And if y'all ain't hit share, go ahead and hit share because it might not be for you, but it might be for somebody that you know, okay? And the more people that know what we need to know and do what we need to do, the more people that could be served, the more people that could be helped, okay? That's the way I look at it. We are in the middle of a system shift. Tariffs are rising. Grocery costs is doubling. Housing is absolutely unaffordable. AI is replacing entire industries. Major corporations are laying off thousands. This isn't just a financial crisis. It's a kingdom opportunity, beloveds. I'm not shaking. I'm shifting. I'm doing things that I ain't never even imagined doing before. And I'm not talking about in no negative way. I'm talking about I'm staying up later than I ever would have imagined. Going to bed at 2:00 is crazy work. It's something that I never in my life would have ever thought I would be doing. Why? Because I'm an early bird. Okay? 8:45, 9:00. Whatever I got to do. I'm on. When you don't see me, people be like, oh, okay, let me just call Dr. T and say, baby, I am educating my mind. I'm reading books. I'm tapped into workshops and trainings and masterminds. There's things my kids want to do with me, and I say, just hold on for a little bit, just a little bit, baby. We're going to do something in the meantime, in between time. But right now, it's just grind season. It's building season, okay? I got a sword in this hand, and I got a brick in the other, and I can't come down off this wall. I'm building a fortress that will fortify us for what is about to come. You ain't got people out there in the fields. You don't see how ugly this finna get, especially when it comes to the grocery stores and when it comes to the shelves. Y'all don't see how ugly this finna get. And if y'all think that the war with Israel and Iran and stuff is over, it's not. Baby, that thing finna kick back up a second time. Okay? We still got Russia and Ukraine. And Russia just didn't threaten again, like, bro, you keep on sending them weapons to attack us. That is a clear indication that you, beloveds, are involved. And we got something for you. It's called Satan 2. Who would name their weaponry Satan 2 if this wasn't spiritual? Who would name their weapons Satan 2 if this ain't spiritual? Okay? God is looking for builders, not beggars. Where y'all at? Where are those that are truly surrendered and say, God, look, you can use whatever you need to use of me to build something that's going to bless your people. Because my treasures are stored I'm not looking for all that. If you give me that fancy stuff, I'll be just as grateful and just as humble, but I don't need it. My treasures are stored, okay? I want my stuff where ain't nobody gonna steal it from me, where ain't no thieves and no moths and no rust, and I can never lose it. See, that's the bigger goal. That's what I want. I want to be able to see my children again. And we never have to die again. And we never have to be sick, and we ain't never got to go through this hell. I would go through this hell to never have to go through it again. Straight up. And to have eternal peace. I'll do that, okay? I'll sacrifice. Straight up. So God ain't looking for no beggars. He looking for builders. He looking for stewards, not slaves. I gave you dominion over the earth. What are you doing? You down here begging me for money. I put trees in the field. You down here begging me for money. I put dirt on the ground. You down here begging me for money. I've given you all kind of resources. You can make oil. The young man that's making fuel out of plastic. I give you ideas. I give you the power to get wealth. I don't give you wealth. Wealth is not coming to you. Wealth is coming through you. Beloved, change your mind. I give you the ability to go get it. And guess what? It ain't in the marketplace. You can't name one person who got wealthy from the marketplace. There's only 3 things that will make you wealthy. And let me tell you the 3. Y'all ready for the 3? Real estate, investing, and starting a business. That's it. And God's kingdom operates on seed, that's investment, time, that's watering, harvest, that is a return on your investment. Hello, somebody. See, the world system operates off of buying and selling. That's why if you do not receive the mark, which they are implementing right now, if you don't receive the mark, you will not be able to buy, sell, or trade. Notice it didn't say you won't be able to do anything else. It say you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade. Why? Because that is the world system. And that's where a lot of people going to crumble. Because they did not function and operate from kingdom principles. As long as the earth remains, there will always be seed investing, time watering, harvest, return on your investment. You put an apple seed in the ground, you've gotten 5 apples. So multiplication. If you put a seed in the ground and you got 1 apple from 1 seed, that 1 apple is going to have about 10 seeds. So now you got 10 seeds. Put that in the ground, you got 10 apples. Now you got 100 seeds. Multiplication. He even says in his word, I give seed to the sower. I give money to those who invested. What about the parable of the talents? One he gave 5, one he gave 3, one he gave 1. The one who he gave 5 went in and put his money to work. What does that mean? He went and invested. How you know that? Because he made 10 back on the 5. Multiplication. The one who was given 3. What did he go do? Put his money to work. How do you know? Because it multiplied. And the one who he gave 1, what did he do? Yeah, I'm lazy. I'll sit on this. When you come back, you'll have exactly what you gave me. You feel me? I ain't going to touch your stuff. I'm not a thief. I'm not going to steal it, but I'm not going to do nothing with it either. So when you come back, I'll just give it to you. See, look, it's right there in good condition. I didn't bother it. I know that you a hard man. You be going around here, getting insurance off of people where you didn't even sow. And God said, well, wait. Jesus Christ said, well, hold up. If you was watching me and you knew that I was an investor, why you didn't put my money in the bank? You wicked and lazy servant. That's what he called him. You finna go to hell. Because not only did you not do nothing, what I gave you, you knew that I was a man who collected interest from investments, and you didn't even go put my money in the bank and at least let the bank give me some interest on my money. I hope this helping somebody. If I'm helping you, just let me know in the chat, okay? Because I feel all fired up over here, and I just don't want to be fired up by myself. Told y'all, this ain't no live. This a war cry, straight up. You can't build nothing if you broke. If God says, I'm using you to go buy real estate so nobody in your family, your mama and your daddy and them, none of them have to ever pay rent. They have escaped the system. Through one act of obedience, you have caused your family to escape the system called the rental scam. If I ain't helping y'all, then y'all just keep on moving. I asked a question, okay? When we come in people's houses, we be real respectful. We converse with them. You know you would never come in my physical house over here and sit up in here and you just sit on a couch and you ain't saying nothing and we having a conversation. Come on now. Come on now. Is this helping somebody? Because y'all want to know the secrets to wealth? I'm giving them to you right here, right now. I'm giving you the secrets to wealth. Okay? I'm giving you the secrets. You know, the secrets that they be like, oh, the wealthy secrets. I'm giving you the secrets to wealth. And you know what? I didn't charge you. The cost of admission is a share. I don't never come by here asking y'all for cash apps. I don't never come by here asking y'all for donations. That tells you a lot about a person's heart. Where I come to give more than I ever come to receive. Where I come to put you on to things, right? So that you don't suffer the way that I've suffered. When I come, it is better to give than it is to receive. And you can't even give me some feedback, kick rocks with no shoes on. Real talk. I don't mind telling you that. Because I'm bold enough to tell it to you. If you ain't getting help, then hop off. Straight up. God is looking for those that will take dominion while the world is collapsing in confusion. He's looking for those that will take dominion. Now is the time. Now is the time. Notice how God always have you do something like foolish and dumb to the human mind. Hey, Isaac, go out there and plant those seeds in a famine and a drought. There's no water. Okay? No water at all. Go plant them seeds, but use the water from the wells that your father did. Remember your father dug them up and the Canaanites and stuff filled them with dirt to cover them up? Go back out there. They got water in them. Go dig out that dirt, plant them seeds, and in 1 year, the same year, God gave him 100-fold return. As long as the earth remains, there will always be seed, time, and harvest. Even in Ecclesiastes 11:1-2, the Lord says, cast your seed across the waters. Invest in you 7 to 8 businesses, for you do not know what disaster come upon the land. Right? The whole kingdom of God is about investing. The kingdom of God is likened unto a man who bought a big old field and left all of his servants in charge. That's investing. The kingdom of God is likened unto a man who saw a field that he wanted and he went away and sold all of his possessions to come back and buy the field and leave his servants in charge. Who is the servants? You and I. Who is the king that went to a faraway country? The Most High. It's all about seed, time, and harvest. The word is likened unto a man who sows seed, right? And the cares of life choke out some of the seeds, and the birds come and snatch up some of the seeds, and the winds blow some of the seeds. This is what the kingdom of God is about. How do we miss this? We so churched out. How do we miss kingdom? How do we miss kingdom? This is why we've been spinning the block, running around that mountain called the wilderness. This is why. Because we've been trying to live on this world system, and this world system is a beast. And God says, no, I'm looking for those that rise up, stand up in their God-given authority. I want you dressed in the garments that I gave you. I want you walking in the purpose that I gave to you. I want you dominating like I gave you instructions to do. I want you taking back territory from the devil. Where y'all at? Put your hand in the chat if it's you. Okay? There's a lot of us who grew up thinking that being poor is being holy. And that's a lie from the pits of hell. That's why when preachers and stuff start preaching about prosperity, they be like, oh, you a prosperity gospel preacher. Well, what you supposed to be, a poverty gospel preacher? Huh? Is you supposed to be a poverty God? Is you supposed to preach lack? No, we don't preach a poverty or a prosperity gospel. We preach a responsibility gospel. We preach a representative gospel, a stewardship gospel, that everything in this earth belongs to the Lord. Therefore, if you serve the Lord, it belongs to you too. And how do you steward it? How do you manage it? How you manage another man's property? Are you thinking about yourself? Are you a hoarder? You only pray to me because you want stuff, my stuff. You just thinking about you, yourself, and I, okay? And no more. How do you steward? Because he said, if you can't be trusted with unrighteous mammon, with the world's money, who gonna really give you true wealth? Who gonna put you over stuff? If I give you a little bit of money and you can't even pay me my taxes for being a part of my kingdom, tithe. And tithe just ain't to the church. Y'all need to go read up about tithe. Tithe, you give the tithe where God say give the tithe. If God say give the tithe to that single struggling mama, that's where you give it to. If God say go take it to the food bank, that's where you give it to. If the Lord say bless somebody in your family, pay their mortgage for this month, they struggling, that's who you give it to. Okay? Do you pay your taxes to be a citizen? Because you sure pay your taxes to be an American. How dare you pay taxes to be American and you won't pay taxes to be kingdom citizens? You're a thief and a robber. So how God gonna give you something? If you cannot be trusted with unrighteous mammon, who will give you true riches? Who gonna give you true wealth? Nobody. You're psyching yourself out. I'm almost done, y'all, because I got to go. 1 hour and 15 minutes, okay? I got to go. Hopefully this is helping somebody. Is this what time it is? Time to stop playing like a small fry. Poverty is not just a mindset, it's a principality. That's what y'all don't know. Poverty is a spirit. If you go on Google and look up the spirit of poverty, you'd be shocked. Old, ugly, look like exactly what it is. Keeps you broke. Do you know that you have cures? You're supposed to have money. And I'm a kingdom financier, so I'm going to preach. Okay? What that good book preaches. I don't care who don't like it. If you got a poverty mindset or you got a religious mindset, you're going to be offended, but I'm here for it. I'm the one to offend you. Okay? Because I can pull up scripture. I can stand on this. I can back this up. Scripture. I went and researched it for myself. I don't need a man or a woman to teach me. The Bible says you ought not a man teach you anymore. You got the Holy Spirit that'll lead you and guide you into all truth. And if you want to know something, all you got to do is ask. He'll show you where it's at. Hello, somebody. Poverty is a principality. That's why so many people can't do what God called them to do. You got a vision right now. You want to do something right now. The number one thing that's stopping you is money. So, well, we ain't supposed to love money. No, you're not. Because when you love it, you grow roots. And when you go roots, you can start getting choked out. Okay? The love of it, where you got to kill and you got to steal and you got to lie and you got to rob for it, that's evil. But money answered all things, baby. You can't pay your bills without money. You can't keep warm without money. You can't go put no gas in your car without money. You can't use a phone without money. You can't watch me live without money, okay? You cannot drink clean water without money. You can't even bathe without money, okay? You can't even eat food without money. So money answered all things. Money answered all things. And you need it. There's cures. St. Jude ain't supposed to be the only one providing cures for children with cancer. Clean water systems we supposed to create. Help people get limbs and stuff back. We supposed to be doing that. Taking neighborhoods out the hood, okay? Give them affordable housing. We supposed to be doing that. Why is people homeless? It ain't a government responsibility. It's a neighborly love responsibility. If you get to go in your house and shut your door, your neighbor ought to be able to go in the house and shut their door. But you just keep on driving right on past them. God bless you, you know. Yeah, you probably on drugs and crack. That's why you out there asking for money. Okay? If you eat today, your neighbor's supposed to be eating. Yeah. Pure, undefiled religion to God is that you love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Go to show how much people love themselves. They lovers of themselves, but they don't love themselves because ain't no way. You can let somebody lay out there where there's boo-boo, urine, blood, pee, vomit. I mean, all kind of nasty, filthy. There would be no way that you can let people do that. Ouch. Let me keep on moving, Lord. I see them grabbing them stones. Be my rock. My rock, my sword, my shield. Oh, come on, be my wheel in the middle of the wheel. Y'all better put them rocks down, baby. Put them down. I'm coming, honey. I'm almost done. I got to go too, okay? This was real good, but I just had to come by and say this. This is what God put in my spirit. I'm almost done, okay? Poverty is not just a mindset. It's a principality. It's a whole demonic structure. Okay, that is built to keep your bloodline broke. Stay in touch. A block can block you, but track stars and greyhounds take from a block. Stay strong. Appreciate it. A whole demonic structure is built to keep your bloodline broke. These spirits work through generational pacts, mindsets of lack, trauma and unhealed grief, procrastination, and fear of success. These demons were assigned to all of us and to our family before you were even born. But you, beloved, okay, you the chain breaker. That's why God keep on drawing you over here. I don't even know why I keep on watching that woman. God do. God know exactly what you need. God know that you need this firm, head is flint sister over here to get up close and personal in your face and tell you this is how we roll it. Ain't no more excuses. Ain't no more pity parties. Okay? You either in or you out. Ain't nobody playing games with you. Ain't nobody licking your wounds. So what had happened to you? It happened for you. Now get up and do something with it. Okay? Get up and do something with it. This transfer ain't coming to folks who just pray pretty. You can't pray and not work. They go hand in hand. Faith without works is dead. Okay? Deader than a doorknob. Deader than a dead body. Faith without works is dead. Okay? We don't beg. We bind and we loose. Two totally different mindsets. The believer, God, please, if you will, just pay my bills if you be that will. Oh, God, I don't know what I'm going to do, Lord. You know, the cost of living is so high out here. God, I don't know what I'm going to do, Lord. I'm so depressed. Ain't nobody got nothing. Versus the kingdom ambassador. The devil is a liar. All my needs are met according to your riches and glory. I thank you, Lord, for loading me daily with my benefits. Father, you said in your word that if I give, it will be given back to me. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and runneth over, shall men give into my bosom. So where they at? Send in my divine destiny helpers from the east, the west, the north, and the south. I thank you that I will make divine connections with those that are assigned, and those that are not assigned, they will be blocked. I put on the whole armor of God before I leave up out of this house, okay? My mind is covered with the helmet of salvation. My breast is covered with the breast of righteousness. My loins are girded up with the belt of truth. My feet is shod with the gospel of peace. I take the shield of faith to quench all fiery darts of the enemy. And in my right hand, I'm locked and loaded, baby, ready for war with this word of God, which is the sword of the spirit. I thank you that wealth and riches is in my house. I thank you that all of my needs are met. I thank you that I am in covenant. I thank you that I'm a tither. And you said that I can test you in this area and see if you do not open up the floodgates of heaven and pour me out a blessing I don't have enough room to receive. I know the enemy ain't trying to steal or kill from me. I know he not, because you said I'm in covenant with you that you would rebuke the devourer for my sake. The cankerworm, the palmer worm, the caterpillar, all of the illers and all of the demons, whoever else, that you would lift up a hedge around me. You understand what I'm saying? Two totally different type of mindsets. One is a Christian believer and the other is a kingdom ambassador. We don't play them type of games. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. When I walk into a building, I'm walking into a building to change the environment, to change the temperature. I don't care what your system say. Your system may say I don't qualify, but God said to come to this building because you got what I need, and I ain't leaving here until you get it. So I don't care who you got to go back there and talk to, what kind of deal you got to work up. God sent me here, and I ain't leaving. If I'm waiting on somebody to show up that got my favor in their hand, then that's what I'm doing. You understand? You understand? I got a lot. I have to come back on this. I got a lot, but I got to come back on this, okay? We're going to stay in this vein right here. Excuse me. Wanted to see if there was anything else I wanted to. I definitely do know I want to. I want to give y'all. Let me put it right here. Let me type it and get it. Give me the 10 declarations. All right, I want to give y'all these 10 declarations, okay? Write this down if you can. If not, you can come back and check on the replay and get them down, because I got to give them to y'all real quick, okay? I am no longer a slave to lack. I'm an heir to kingdom abundance. I want you to start speaking and declaring this. I want you to start speaking and declaring this, and watch what God do. And don't just speak it out of your mouth, because it'll just be words, but believe what you're speaking. I am no longer a slave to lack. I'm an heir to kingdom abundance. Period. Every bloodline curse of poverty is broken off my life. I live under the blessings of Abraham. Now, if you say I'm a joint heir with Abraham and he was fully loaded, then what's up? That's why you need to decree. A king decrees. I decree this out of my mouth because this is what I stand on. And this is my inheritance. And I will not be ripped off of my inheritance. That's what I will not be. What is a will? A will is, hey, this is what belongs to you, right? A living will. Christ shed his blood and gave you a living will. The will of God. It's called the will of God. I know that probably went over some of y'all head, but it's like, Lord, not my will be done, but let your will be done. What is your will? Oh, your will is that you pray above all things that I prosper, be in health, even as my soul prospers. That your will is that Christ himself became poor so that in his poverty I might become rich. Oh, your will is that I rule and take dominion, that I have all power over all works of the enemy, over all serpents, scorpions, tread up on their head, all of that stuff. Oh, okay. The will. You left me a will. Okay, cool. Now I need to start receiving my benefits from that will. Straight up. And you do too. Okay? Yeah, we finna go. Mm-hmm. I will not beg, I will not borrow, and I will not bow. I am the lender and not the borrower. That's number 3. Number 1, I'm no longer a slave to lack. I'm an heir to kingdom abundance. Romans 8:17 is the scripture. Number 2, every bloodline curse of poverty is broken off my life. I live under the blessings of Abraham. Galatians 3:13. Number 3, I will not beg, borrow, or bow. I'm a lender, not a borrower. Deuteronomy 28:12. Number 4, I am the curse breaker in my family. Wealth and wisdom begins with me. Proverbs 13:22. 5, I do not worship money. I master it and use it to build God's kingdom. Matthew 6:24. That's the purpose of money. I don't work for it. If I work for it, money is my master. So therefore, I need to make money work for me. And there's how I master it to build God's kingdom. I only need money to build God's kingdom. And me working for it will never get me there, but it working for me will take me fast track there. Okay? When I have money making babies, then I can do more, go more, be more. Okay? 6, I release every fear of provision drying up. Jehovah Jireh is my source. That's Genesis 22:14. I walk in divine strategy and prophetic instruction that multiplies resources. This is number 7. 2 Kings 4:1-7. Number 8, the wealth of the wicked is being transferred into my hands to fund kingdom works. Proverbs 13:22. Number 9, I reject false humility and religious poverty. I embrace God's plan for prosperity. 3 John 1:2. And number 10, I command every door of favor, land, funding, and divine connection to open in Jesus' name. Isaiah 45:2-3. But let me give y'all the sauce. Okay, we can declare, I command doors of favor, land, funding, and divine connection to open in Jesus' name. We can command that, but it ain't going to come to you until you get in those spaces, in them rooms, and learn where it's at. How can you command something to come from where you don't know where it's coming from? Oh, I command the wind to come from wherever area you're going to come from. Now, I command the east winds of judgment to blow into the enemy's camp. I command the west winds of replenishment to blow over my family. I command the north winds of prosperity. You got to know where it's coming from. How land going to come to you when you don't know where to find land? How funding going to come to you when your credit jacked up and you don't know where to find funding? Period. So this is what I got for y'all real quick. Then I got to get up out of here, okay? Because there is something that we got going on. First things first, I want to mention this while I forget, because I got it over here and I got it over here. But I just want to mention this. Hold on one second. Let me pull this up so I have it right here, right where I need it. Your love is better, it's better. 'Cause you can do more in a moment. Your love is better, it's better. All right, so the first thing that I have, where is this at? Okay, here we go. My bad. First things first, what I have is 30-day boot camp. We're going to do a 30-day, okay? A 30-day boot camp, breaking the chains of poverty. And when I tell you it's going to be very detailed, because it's more than just declarations, okay? I just got to be real with you. We can say what we want to, and we say a lot of words, okay? Life and death is in the power of the tongue. But when you speak words without power, they just words. They're just words. So we can declare, oh, the blessings of the Lord are upon me, and the blessings of the Lord never come upon you just because you say it. It's a mindset, right? You also need to learn how to declare, how to decree, okay? There's levels of prayer. Ask, seek, knock. That requires different levels of maturity, different levels of faith. There's different levels of prayer. There's supplications, there's petitions, there's prayers. But if you want to see your life change and your money change within 30 days, okay? Within 30 days, then I have a 30-day challenge. I'm going to let y'all get in this, okay? For $47. You're not paying to learn the word. You're paying for my time to teach you how to never, ever, ever lack again. How to never, ever lack again. How to change your mindset to receive the wealth, to receive the abundance that God has for you, how to decree it, how to call it forth. Okay? We're going to cover a lot in 30 days. But this will be the best 30 days that will change your mind, which will change your mouth, the way you speak, which will change your money, the way you live. Anybody want that? Let me know in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you would like to spend 30 days rewiring and reframing your words and your mind so that you can get your breakthrough. I guarantee you, at the end of the 30 days, you will see your financial shift. For sure, for sure, for sure. 100%, okay? In a private community setting, I will spend the next 30 days with you. Straight up. This is something that God put on my heart, because he said people not moving the way that they should move, and it's all spiritual. Some of you have spiritual roadblocks. Some of you have demonic altars that need to be torn down, bloodline pacts. Families made covenants with evil spirits out of desperation, especially in slavery and in hardship and in situations. Okay, so put a 1 in the chat if you riding with that. Okay, I'm only gonna allow a handful. I don't like the classes or mentorships too big at all. What you learn, you can go back and teach, and that's how we can spread. Okay, but if you want to spend the next 30 days breaking the back of lack and ridding yourself and your family of this poverty demon, this principality, then we're going to get it done in 30 days and watch your money change, watch your mindset change, and watch your mouth, your words. My grandfather passed today, hadn't seen your page in months. Really? I am so sorry to hear that. I send all the love, comfort, and strength to you, beloved. I'm glad you was able to get in over here, though. I hope you feel better. Death is never easy. I pray that he got to live, out all of his days that he was allotted. We bless God for Grandpa, that he's no longer suffering, and just ask that he would comfort the whole entire family. That is what my prayer says. Okay, we're getting ready to bury your aunt, so I understand. I really do. Also, number two, what I have now, you guys heard me talk about the 7 to 10 day credit sweep. Okay, I got a credit sweep that is on steroids. It's a 4 day, very intense credit sweep that will allow you to sweep your credit, beloved. I've been trying to tell y'all this for a very long time. You don't have to wait months and months and months, you know what I'm saying, to go back and forth with the credit bureaus to see if they're going to remove an account. No, you go straight to the big dogs and you get it removed once and for all. The reason why I'm telling y'all to sweep y'all credit is because once you sweep it in that little bit of time, you want to go get funding. Money is not a problem. You are. You're the problem. Because you won't take action. You won't believe. You won't implement. Money is not a problem. I done showed it to y'all on the screen hundreds of times. I done showed y'all somebody getting $300,000. I done showed y'all somebody getting $220,000. I done showed y'all. I'm showing you what is happening and what is working for a lot of people, myself included, and it will work for you. If all of us can go get 220,000, all of us right here gathered right now, baby, we'd have a lot to work with. You understand me? So that's why I'm telling y'all what I'm telling y'all. I have the 4 day credit sweep. It is an aggressive credit sweep. In order for people to do this for you, they charge in thousands of dollars, okay? Literally, you can have the 4 day credit sweep to remove on all three credit bureaus any negative, derogatory, obsolete, or erroneous activity on your credit report. Hard inquiries, late payments, delinquent accounts, derogatory accounts, negative remarks, you name it, gone. Okay? It's just a way to do it. Not only will you be able to do it for yourself, you will be able to sell it. Everybody need help right now with their credit. This is not something you offer as a service. Like, oh, hey, I'll do it for you. I'm not telling you to go start doing credit repair. If you learn it, by all means necessary, baby, because I'm going to offer y'all done for you. I'm about to tell you right now. This is how you get to the big bag. You don't want to do it, I got you. Okay? You can get this credit sweep for $97 here on this live right now. Okay? I'm going to sell it for $497. I'm lowballing it at $97. I'm just giving y'all opportunity. Literally. I'm just giving you opportunity. They sell this for $800. I just showed y'all. And this 4-day sweep, they selling this bad boy for $1,600. Do it yourself. $3,200 for them to do it for you, because it sweeps and cleans up everything, and it is aggressive and it is very effective. Okay, $97, you can have the 4-day credit sweep on all three credit bureaus, all three, not just TransUnion, not just all three of them. Okay, put a 2 in the chat if you want that. Now I got to go to, and for those that want to take part in anything, you see the information on the screen. Before I jump off, go ahead and secure your spot. Okay, if you're doing the 30 days, secure your spot. Make sure you include your email so I can send you your information. Okay. If you're over here on Instagram, email me. Not email me, DM me, and I will send you the information, because you can't see it because you're not over here, right? But if you DM me, I will definitely send you the information. So how you can get it, reserve your spot, payment platforms, all of that stuff. So make sure you DM me. So I have the 4-day credit sweep. This is what's going to allow you to go buy the land. This is what's going to allow you to go buy the houses. I'm going to tell you right now that the housing market is about to fall. You can go look it up in any headline, especially in top markets. Texas, California, Florida, they struggling. And that means bad news for the world. But guess what? It means good news for us, baby. Let me go ahead and take that off your hands right here. And I can buy it with my credit card. I can go buy up a lot of them. Oh, y'all getting rid of that 25 unit? Oh, okay, I'll take that. They finna sell it like, I'm telling y'all, this is God's plan. This is God's plan. If you don't think your credit's gonna matter, watch. Watch in a minute. Watch in a minute. You don't have to have cash. You got credit. You got whatever you need, especially here in America. We're one of the countries that allows us to buy and manure with credit, okay? To turn credit into cash. You can liquidate that credit card and turn it into cash. You got 200,000 approved and funded. You can liquidate that and turn it into cash. Literally, okay? I got all the sauce to do it. You want that? And I ain't gonna beg y'all. Y'all already know. I'm here to liberate you. I'm never going to beg you. It's a 4-day credit sweep. You do it. It's step by step. It's simple. It's simple, right? It's aggressive when it attacks them, but it's very simple. Okay? It puts them on demand. We will sue the draws off y'all. And we follow the proper protocols so that everything is documented and we submit it to the big boys. Okay? Period, point blank. So I got that, $97. Now, I got, if you guys want to, and this is going to be the final call on this because we're getting ready to kick off with this. I'm going to send out everybody emails. I like to grab a group and then get us started, okay? I like to grab a group and then get us started. When I tell you, you are doing, they are doing, and you could too, do 6 figures from a faceless YouTube channel. Y'all, what happened with TikTok, and I'm gonna just explain the reason why I'm telling y'all to get your butts over here. If you ain't gonna do nothing else but just get passive income from YouTube, just get passive income. You can get anywhere upwards from $10,000 to $50,000, and I've showed y'all the receipts. Okay, what happened on TikTok? They was paying all this money, paying all this money, paying all this money, paying all this money. Right? It was paying all this money. Now that they didn't got the algorithm where it needs to be, and they didn't got the people that didn't give them all the content, they ain't paying that type of money no more. If you go look on TikTok, them creators is crying because when it gets oversaturated, then things change the way they used to pay you. That same thing with Facebook. Facebook used to give out bags. Now they ain't giving out nothing. Instagram used to give out bags. YouTube is where it's at. Please get yourselves over there and get you some before they stop giving it. Credit sweep just cleans negatives. It boosts your score. When you have the negatives removed, this is how your score go up 200 and 300 points. Guaranteed. When you get them late payments, student loans, this is what gets your, and the reason why people do the credit sweep is because when you go to the bank to get funding, they're looking for late payments. They're looking for hard inquiries. They're looking for negative remarks. The sweep removes all of that. So those marks, those remarks, and those inquiries, they lower your score. When you have them removed, your score goes up. It cleans your profile. Now you become fundable. You can go into any bank and get hundreds of thousands. Chase being number one, you can go get you 150,000. Imagine in 7 to 14 days, you can have 150,000 sweeping your credit. It's bananas. It's bananas. Okay. But we got I need to hurry up. I hate when I'm pressed for time, but I need to hurry up. Okay. The YouTube play, y'all, I'm telling y'all, that's why you don't see me like this. I have literally faceless channels. I have an AI twin that do the work for me. There's no reason to do this. When I come here, I do it because I love. When I come here, I do it because I love my people. You can't take that from me. You can't take that from me, even though my people get on my nerve. I love my people. I will never give up on my people. Christ himself never gave up on me and never will, and I will never give up on my people. But I don't have to work as hard. I can literally enjoy my family and do the things that I was called to do because I have these faceless channels and things working for me. I have so many different things, right? I'm trying to show y'all how to maximize a YouTube channel, it ain't just views, it's brand deals, it's sponsorships, it's monetization, it's super chats, it's gifts, it's affiliate marketing, it's selling your own digital products. Baby, you can get 7 to 8 streams of income for one YouTube channel. $97 for the boot camp. I'm going to show you over 4 weeks. We're going to get together. We're going to build this thing out in 4 weeks, which is 30 days. You will have a 6-figure faceless YouTube AI avatar channel. Okay? Straight up. And you will have lists of brand deals where they can give you brand deals for like clothes and advertising. Your AI avatar can advertise water and advertise products and different things of that sort. They paying good money, $2,200 for a 5-minute video that I can go and create with AI in under an hour, $2,200. And then if they want to use my video for the rest of the year, because you got to pay me my rights, that's $2,200 on top of $7,500. Y'all ain't ready for this sauce. Y'all ain't ready for this sauce. $97 would teach you how to create 6 figures from a faceless AI avatar channel. Put a 3 in the chat if you want that. Now let me get to the mentorships and I'll just get right on out of y'all way, okay? Because this is where we start playing and we start doing big. These things will give you cash injection. These things I just mentioned will give you cash injection. Hear me, okay? This is to help you get cash injection into your bank account. But this, what I'm getting ready to go over, will give you wealth. Period, point blank. There is so many people losing their jobs and different things of that sort. I already talked about that, right? And there's a lot of these platforms and stuff that are just, it's not the same, like I just mentioned as well. So what people are doing is they are learning how to make consistent revenue every single month, building communities. And I want to teach y'all how y'all can get 6 figures from a community. Straight up. This is all I have been doing since I've been in business. I have communities, multitudes of communities for different things because I'm just a serial entrepreneur. But you don't need multiple communities. Sister Jill, what you can do, you can put that in a community, right? And have all the ladies that want to attend virtual, have it set up where you can stream what you're doing in person and have it streamed inside of your community. You can start these communities for some of the other sisters that are in different states. And now they can have where they have their monthly meetups like you have yours. And it all stems from the community. This is a surefire way to make sure you get passive income every month. I showed y'all, right? I have showed y'all. And let me show you. If you want to learn how to do this, I have a mentorship where I'm going to show you how to do exactly this. Where is it at? Because I got to go. All right, let me share this with y'all real quick. I've showed y'all how these people are making 6 figures, okay? In any niche, it does not matter what niche it's in. They're making it in any niche. And I'm going to show you how to build you a 6-figure community, okay? I want y'all, this person is start your business and get on the path to financial freedom, okay? He charges $119 a month. Peep game. This is low ticket stuff. He charges $119 a month, and he has 1,300 members. He has 1,300 members, and he charges $119 a month. 1,300 members. He makes $154,700 every month, beloved. Every month. He makes $154,700 every month. This person right here. This person is teaching pickleball. Okay? He's charging $39 a month. Times 1,000 people in his community, he's doing $39,000 every single month. You add that times 12, he's way over 6 figures. This person is already at 6 figures every month. Okay. And they have it in all kinds. This is about menopause. This person charges $49 a month. She has 1,400 members in here. She's doing $68,600 every month. Okay? If you want to learn how to create passive income every single month, okay? Dependable income, pandemic proof income. They want to shut stuff down, you still be online. Okay? They want to take jobs and you still be online. They want to have AI, you still be online with your tribe of people that will follow you wherever you go. And guess what? You control the ecosystem, not anybody else. Okay? These are people. So you set up a community. I will help you set up your community. I will help you automate your posts so you can spend less time. But once you get inside this community and you meet beautiful, like-minded people, you want to show up. You want to get in there and post something. You just want to. Okay, but I'm going to show you how to monetize it, how to automate it, how to add offers in there, how to sell stuff. In here, you come into your community, you can sell anything. Every day you can have a sale. That don't mean everybody gonna buy. They paying $49 a month, but $49 a month. Hey, would you like a one-on-one with me? Hey, would you like a digital product? Hey, would you like a custom design for the holiday? You can sell something in here every month. So this is just one stream from a community. I'm gonna show you how to do all of that. Okay, you can run challenges in your community. Okay, you can build reoccurring income through memberships. This is what you see on here. So I have that mentorship. It is $997. I promise you, my guarantee, right? We're going to fill your community. We're going to build it. We're going to fill it. And we're going to scale your community. You will have your $1,000 back just on 10 people signing up at $97 a month. 20 people signing up at $49 a month. You will have your investment back. And every single month, like clockwork, you will have residual passive income coming in. Okay. That is $1,000. All the mentorships that I'm offering is $997. But I'm showing you your money back, guaranteeing you your money back. Your guarantee is that you're going to either have 10 with $97 or 20 with $49, and you will have your investment back. And then every month thereafter, you're going to have $1,000 coming in. The more you grow, you're going to have more. Okay. Number 2, I have done luxury events. This is where I do 6 figures in a day or either a weekend, literally. When I say 6 figures, I'm talking about 80,000 to 200,000 to 300,000 in a single day or a 2-day weekend. I'm only showing 5 people, right? I don't like to work in big numbers. I'm only giving access to 5 people for $997. How to create luxury events for coaches, for content creators, for authors, for churches. When I tell y'all, you can just do one of these a month. Just do one of these a month. One. And have you $10,000 just in 1 month. Just one event. I got all the juice and the sauce, where you get the stuff, where you get it sent in, how you set it up, how you do it, how you get a team, and you literally work from behind the scenes, conducting traffic and putting this thing together, paying yourself $10,000. If you into the creative spaces and you like to do nice things, luxury, these events is these are the only things that I do that bring in 6-figure revenue. Real talk. I'm going to show you how to make them luxury baby showers, luxury bridal showers, luxury after wedding banquets, birthday parties. It don't matter. Okay. Arthur speaking conference. There's so many content creators having conferences. And you can automate this, put this out there, get people to come in, have contracts. We're going to go over all of that, okay? They have the message, but, they don't have the ability to do the business, do the message, and put this all together. And this is where you come in at, okay? So I will teach you how to host powerful, profitable experiences that feel like luxury retreats, but bring in 6 figures in one weekend. This is my guarantee. How to design high-ticketed weekend events, how to sell VIP upgrades, sponsorships, and even back-end offers, how to secure the venues, the vendors, and the team that's going to put all of this together for you, how to create transformational agendas that shift atmospheres and scale events into annual signature summits or tours, right? You will be the one behind the scenes putting this together. When I tell you, this is a game changer. If you like me, I don't have 40, 50 years to be trying to build little passive income. I need wealth, and I need it right now, like J.G. Wentworth. I really do, okay? Live encounters are coming back strong right now more than ever. People are paying for proximity and breakthrough, not fluff. And you can be the person that puts this. This space is not crowded, and it's not oversaturated. And I'm only going to tell y'all what's working for me and what I done did. That's why I told y'all when I'm hosting these workshops and stuff, grab them because I'm not doing them anymore. Moving on to bigger and other things, okay? And this is what I'm talking about. I have to go get bags of cash. I ain't got time to be picking up little pebbles and a little stone. No, I got to go for the gusto because I got a lot of building to do, okay? So I have that mentorship. Also $9.97 books to bestseller mentorship. I'm literally creating a documentary, and not only a documentary, I'm creating a reality show from just a book that became a bestseller. Booking stages, built out a whole entire podcast. If that is something that you are interested in, I'm telling you, a book is a piece of legacy that you leave when your life is over. It is the best way to leave a legacy and have a living legacy. It's the best way to establish your authority, to leave your mark in the earth, and to set up something that will work for you and make money while you sleep, so that one day when you don't wake up, your kids can still be receiving royalties. Your name will still be being mentioned. People will still be reading your books. Okay? It's so many ways. Right now, government contracting, there are $1 trillion contracts for authorship, for you to come and talk to the government about trauma issues and different things of that sort. Because just because they work in government don't mean they don't have issues. They do. Big time issues. So in the book and bestseller, I'm going to help you write your book. I'm going to help you publish your book. We're going to use AI to get it done. You can have your book done in 24 to 48 hours. There's a strategy. We're going to do a whole entire launch so that we make your book a bestseller in 48 to 72 hours after it's complete. Okay. We're also going to show you how to turn this into a high-ticketed coaching program and a podcast with a speaking strategy. We're going to give you platforms that you can literally go speak on podcasts and stages. When you step on a stage and you got that bestseller, now your speaking fee becomes $15,000 minimum, just because you got bestseller behind your name. And it's a hack to get the bestseller. Okay. So we're going to outline, write, and publish your book in a weekend. That's all it takes. We're going to become an Amazon bestseller with a launch plan. Like I just said, we're going to turn that book into a course, turn it into a coaching program, and turn it into a stage. We're going to start podcasts, and we're going to start speaking platforms. And I'm going to show you how to create either a documentary that will land on Netflix, OWN, or somewhere like that, or how you can literally become a reality series, okay, where you're bringing people in, you get donations, sponsors, different things of that sort. I ain't gonna give you too much work out here, but this is how we're taking over in the tech and media. Okay, because God wants us in them spaces too. The devil doing too much over there. He wants us in them spaces as well. We're gonna use AI to speed up the content production. Get it done like that. Get it done like that. Okay. We also are going to allow. We're going to have like a challenge where we allow people, for the people that get in the book bestseller and stages, we're going to have like a show where we would bring in 12 people and allow them to write their books. We would give them a $10,000 grand prize to help them, grow their brand and to get their book out there further. But the other 11, even if they don't win the grand prize, their story will get out. They will get branding. They might get opportunities, and brand and sponsorship deals will help them build out their platforms and all of that stuff. So we still giving, okay? But you will be able to be a part of this. And this is going to be big because we're going to pitch this to OWN or to what was the other one? I forgot the name of it right off the tip of my tongue. But to the OWN network, to the Netflix. It's another one. I just can't remember the name of it right off the hand because I'm trying to hurry up, y'all, because I gotta go. Okay. But we're in the era of testimony monetization, where you take your story and turn it into a stage. And if you're not telling your story, the enemy still owns your microphone. This is a way to make impact and income. You are setting people free through your story. God didn't give you a story to sit on it. And Joseph, Solomon were storytellers. Christ himself told stories. They were called parables. Get that on, okay? Solomon was the richest man because he told stories. Get that on you, okay? And God wants us in that place as well, taking dominion. We overcome by the blood of the Lamb. That's already did. And the word of our testimony. You ain't overcame because you ain't opened your mouth. Don't nobody know your story. And that is where real wealth lies. Having a book is the equivalent to having a piece of real estate. It both pays you passively every month, and it both pays you for the rest of your life. And it's something that you leave in your family, okay? You should never, ever pass away and your family didn't know what you went through, what you overcame, how you did it, how you got through it, who you believed in, what you held on to. You should never not leave a blueprint for the next generation. You're doing a disservice. So that I have that mentorship, Airbnb and passive income, baby. I'm telling y'all. We get into the biz ag over here. This is how we are able to provide temporary and short-term housing to people that are homeless, and not only to people that are homeless. We are taking the resources that we make from short-term Airbnb to go buy real estate, to go buy our own apartment complexes, our own duplex, triplex. We're using this money because this is lucrative. People have moved out of their homes and moved into long-term Airbnbs to avoid living in motels. Airbnb, Verbal, all of them, it's international. It's not just people looking for homes. You got corporate people that need a place to stay when they travel. You got hospital staff. You have students and different things of that sort. People that's traveling, tourists that need Airbnbs, right? So I am showing you the game, giving you the lenders, how to fund it, how to use their money, where to go get their money at, how to set it all up, how to automate it so that it unlocks and locks from the comfort of your own home with just a pad and a keypad, right? I'm going to show you how to use other people's money to start all of this up. People think they need a mortgage or capital to make Airbnb money. You don't. I'm going to teach you how to rent or co-host properties, scale it with funding, and automate it. All right. Launch an Airbnb business. You can do this in Dominican Republic. You can do this in Jamaica. You can do this in South Africa. You can do this in Bali. You can do this in the United States. I'm going to teach you how to use Airbnb to make you $2,000 passively every single month. And that's just one property. Don't have 5 or 6. If you got 5 or 6, that's 10,000. Okay. and you use other people money, CDFI lenders, all SBA. You can use all this other people's money to get this up and popping, have this up and running in 30 days or less. Okay. So we're going to show you how to launch an Airbnb business in 30 days. Use business credit. I'm going to teach you how to build business credit. I'm going to teach you how to get that business credit up in 30 days where you can go get all kind of mad funding to furnish it, funding to rent the place, the whole 9 yards, how to use corporate leasing to do the whole thing, find the landlords that's willing to sublease to you, go international with tourism research. I got all the deets on that, best places, the lenders, the team on the ground, the realtors that'll go and rent it out, show it to you, the whole 9 yards, and give you access to all of that, and then how to build a team to manage everything for you. Airbnb is really, really hot. You either own part of the travel economy or you get priced out. This is pandemic proof, recession proof, and it is passive. Okay, $997, but you're gonna get your money back. You can go ahead and already pre-sale your Airbnb before you even have it up and running. You already have your book for 8 days, 7 days, a month, however you want to. You already have the booking, okay? Land banking and transitional housing mentorship. When I tell you there is a lot of money for ex-offenders who are getting out of prison, different things of that sort, they need places to stay. And I know y'all may feel a certain way about rapists and actual offenders, people that are sick, okay? They still people. They have to have places that they can stay away from schools and different things of that to keep the children safe. You also got recovering addicts. You also got, misguided teens and different things of that sort. I'm going to show you where to go buy the houses at for $500, $1,000, where to go to the auctions to buy them for very dirt cheap, how you can literally, get these things up and running literally in 30 days. Contract with Medicaid or contact with the Department of Defense or contact with the Federal Prison Bureau and start paying $750 per client that you got in the room, okay? They paying thousands of dollars in the government sector for the bedrooms, okay? $20,000 a month per bedroom. You can actually lease out one of your bedrooms on Airbnb. You don't have to rent out the whole house. You can rent out and offer long-term for 30 days or more, just one bedroom. So there's so many different ways, but we're going to go over tax lift, share sales, flipping, leasing, building, and government contracts. We lost the land. Foreign investors and elites are buying it up while we out here renting. It's about to change that, okay? I'm going to teach you how to buy the land low, how to flip it, turn it into income with leases or contracts. We're going to find the land for pennies via tax list, sheriff sales, and land banks. We're going to build our leased lands to farmers, companies, or cities. We're going to partner with government programs for transitional homes. We're going to get paid monthly by government contracts to house people. We're going to use land for faith-based initiatives like shelters, storehouses, and safe cities, okay? Land equals power. If we don't own land, we are locked out of the kingdom transfer and end-time infrastructure. Land banking mentorship, that is $997. We got the credit and funding mentorship. Everybody and their mama need money. The best business to get into is the business that help people solve a problem. Because when you solve a problem, you never have a money problem. And everybody might don't need diet bars, and everybody might don't need, waist trainers, but everybody need money. If I can convince you to get into any business, it will be this one. Credit repair, credit solutions, business credit, funding, strategies, tips, all of that. Bad credit keeps families stuck. This comes from that principality called poverty. No personal credit, no business credit, no access to capital, no wealth, no assets, okay? Once you do this, I'm going to walk you through how to fix your own personal credit. But now you can offer these services to other people or the templates that they can go and do themselves, right? Because that's what it's really about. I'm not out here doing nobody's credit. I got the solutions like the credit sweep, the trade line plug. I got the solutions, right? So I'm going to show you how to help people fix their personal credit. I'm going to show you the fast track to building business credit, because if your credit is messed up, build you some business credit. You can have palm credit in 30 days while you take their money that you get from business credit to go pay off your personal debt. Now you got bomb credit on the personal side and the business side. Okay. Now we're going to go get some funding on the personal side and on the business side. Okay. Now we playing all out in real life. Now we playing major leagues and not minor leagues. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through that. I'm going to show you how to get 250,000 in funding on one play. Disputing and delete derogatory credit, how you get access to the credit sweeps. You're going to get access to all of the lenders and where you can go to these 3 banks. They only pull from Equifax. Go to these 3 banks. Okay. They only pull from TransUnion. Go ahead and add this right here to build up your score, boost up your score. Go ahead and get this trade line. Okay. You have this reported. So in the show that somebody else gave you a very large amount, it's a way to play the game. And I'm going to show you. Use funding. You're going to use funding to buy assets or invest into cash flow. We're going to establish you a real financial legacy. We're going to secure funding, lines of credit. We're going to use grants. We're going to get credit limits. We're going to use credit cards. We're going to use their money to make money over here. Okay. AI is replacing underwriters. Banks are tightening. If they don't get access now, it may be too late. I'm just going to tell y'all the truth. If you don't jump in now, it's going to be too late in a minute. Okay. So those are the programs that I have available for y'all. You can let me know which one you want to get in the chat. Like I said, these opportunities, y'all already know I delete the videos. Real talk. I delete them. I come out here and do what I'm supposed to do. Then I'll go on, get on out of my way. If you are interested in any of those, and these are all the ones that God said we need. We definitely going to need credit. We definitely going to need land. We definitely going to need funding. We're definitely going to need to learn a new skill with AI. Everything that I have mentioned to you is the way that the Most High is leading us to go take the wealth back from the wicked. They didn't stole it with AI, okay? They didn't stole it with land, okay? They didn't stole it with gold and silver. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't stole it through real estate. We're on the other side. So now it's time for us to get on the right side. With that being said, I love y'all. And if you're ready to go, the 30-day, we're starting that, okay? I'm going to get everybody in. We take it on. We don't have time to delay. Watch you change your mind, change your mouth, and your money will absolutely follow pursuit, okay? I love y'all. I got to go. I got to get my twins together. Some of y'all I'll see on the other side, and some of y'all I'll see on the sidelines. Just steady looking and peeping and hiding, okay? Some of y'all I'll see then too. All right, y'all. Till the next time. Peace.